Um, mild inconvenience when you don't do everything correctly. Well, hello. Oh, it's so unpleasantly warm. How are we all tonight? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Hope you're well. Ready to continue the escapades? Escapades? Ooh, maybe not that. Let's maybe not say it like that. Yeah, I've literally got this much juice left. I want to things, but can't. Yep. Okay. So we got Zell card. Okay. That's, yeah, there are rules around the hoodie. I don't not wear a hood. It's very important to me. There are personal reasons for it, but you'll find, if you find clips of me online or VODs, videos, events, whatever, you would be hard stretched to find an instance of me sans hoodie. Yeah, it's just piping up is what it is. Like Tuesday was pretty hot, and then it was okay. Today was all right. Struck my mind. You might wish to actually see the game feed. But yeah, pretty feisty. What's up, Perch people? How's it going? Nice, like that, like you. Going to park in here. Oh, I thought you were going to the park and you were having like a nice afternoon and even night. Turns out it's Doc's appointment. Well, I hope all is well, and I hope all goes well. And it is the goodest of news. All right. Uh, 220. Magic, Squall, rearrange, manual, delete, Zal, delete, water to 1. Hello? Hello? GF, Shiva, nothing, Ifrit, strength 20, move find, ability, life mag, Tansen College is the Zal. Squall to Zal. Zal to quiz this. Items, battle, usual rearranging. What's that? Elixir, potion, and then 8's Phoenix down or something like that. I don't remember this. Whatever. If Parist. No, we didn't get Parist. Sort, rearrange. Potions and Phoenix down. Page 18, slots 1 and 2. No problem. Elixir, page 2, slot 1. Can do. Selling, I'm sure. 2 slots empty at page 1. Page 3 is fine. Auto attack. Quiz this. Ability. Add GF? What do you mean add GF? Like, it's okay. What do you mean add GF? Let me just do a quick VOD check. Yeah, I mean, it's good to sometimes surprise the people. Oh, so magic to GF is what Waves does. Okay. But yeah, every now and again, people like to see the correct title. Only now and again, though. Can't overdo it. Let's just get this sorted now. Okay. Next up is selfie. Man, these dirty turbo brakes in the notes. Not this guy. Not on my watch. Let's hit the party. I'm gonna join the game. So there's some new stuff, by the way, on FFbot 7.3. So their options are, remember login. There's an exclusive exclamation mark join mode. So normally players can join by typing anything. Enabling this makes it so they can only join by exclamation mark join. Pretty cool. Disable ragtime quizzers. I'm cool with ragtime quizzes, but I don't actually know if people will do or how it'll go and stuff like that. So I'll leave it for now. Okay, so when you say who's our waifu, canonically the actual, like the true answer is Renoa. Who's also my personal answer. But depending on who you speak to, other entirely valid answers include Zal and the hot dogs. I'm using Duck Station. And naturally, my game is frozen. Huge. I love that. Which means I have to go back to the save that I literally was just at. Fortunately, it's not very long. I hate when this happens. Do we remember why this happens? Because I remember it happening before. There'll be a settings thing for why this cutscene freezes. I wonder if the music's playing. Ooh, it is. Yeah, definitely would have done it by now. I'm trying to follow the music. But yeah, Duck Station's what I think most people probably use. If they're emulating the original version, like as a PlayStation 1 emulator. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Oh, well, I guess we're back to here. But this will take no time at all. Yeah, like there was one of the things, like the quality of life of having a speed up function is surprisingly good, I think, for a lot of people. Especially on the basis that nowadays, most people will be coming into RPGs with the likes of Octopath Traveler, with the likes of remakes, remasters, HD ports, pixel remaster for Final Fantasy and stuff like that, that have got built-in auto battle, built-in boost, built-in speed up, built-in whatever, like stat ups and all that kind of carry on. And that kind of quality of life stuff is now, I think, more standard than not. And for that reason, I would imagine that would have a greater appeal for a lot of people. And I can see that. Yeah, that's true as well. The hot for teacher things are for real, for real. Oh, who the pirate captain disguised? Wait, oh, it's Faris. I am the quiz master. All right, you don't. Sure, some of you will be like, what do you mean, Faris? Where did that come from? I can still see the FF bot. If you too would like to see the FF bot, it's here. So warm. Warm. Octomom. All right, let's make a save. So there are a couple of reasons why the game could freeze in cutscenes. It's not an uncommon thing whatsoever. I've stopped the boost to see if that does anything, but I imagine it might just stop in the same place. Then I'll change emulation settings, because that might actually do stuff. The thing that I'm mostly expecting what am I most expecting? Oh, it'll be the core speed or something like that there. That's usually what causes problems, I think. I mean, it is true. All right, let's see. Video game, what is your verdict? Ah, I knew it. Okay, let's adjust. Right, setting, assist, right, settings, emulation, and let's go. That's all fine. Console. Oh, what? My read speed up is at none? What? It should be at 3x. Why is it not? It's weird. And why is this all an auto detect? Interesting. Wee sec. Settings, emulation. Post. Console. 3x speed normal. Okay. Close. Load state. Settings. Console. 3x speed. Interesting. Because I was going to change it from 3x speed to none. And see if that does anything. I don't know if there are other things. I can't remember how I did it last time. I also don't know why it happened last time. Like, the other thing is, like, when you go into Duck Station, you can, like, check if the discs work. Like, there's a... I think there's, like, a quality assurance thing where it'll be like, yep, this disc is good or not. All right, we're moving. We're moving. We're dancing. We're grooving. We're making it happen. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the love. Can you feel the love tonight? I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Da, 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 da. And can you feel the love tonight? All right. I think we're back in Bue's Nest. We'll see if that happens for the other ones. I don't know why. Maybe I'll have to like just keep in mind on that. I'm sure 3 times what we normally do. But it's all good. Right. Granaldinho. Oops. And change again. Where is my super suit? So, oh great. Windows update. Good, he's in crit health. He's going to be in crit anyway because of the Curagas. I love this. Oh, this is so rad. Exitom. So early Exitom and having Life Refine already to be able to get into crit health. Because I've got Curagas, however you want to say, already. And because I've got Curagas, that means that my health at 200 is already crit. Whereas normally you'd have to get like to 60. This is awesome. And it's really obvious as well. Like, this is not like, however did you think of this? Yeah, I'm sure Caleb would be shocked. And blah, 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 blah. Nope. Okay. All good. We are war. Okay. All right. Wait, what am I doing? Someone quiz this? Quiz this? No, summon Shiva. Summon Shiva? Oh, yeah. No, that's what we always do. Ranzo before Shiva starts. My gosh, my brain is slow today. Or maybe I'm just really at it. Only trigger 4 hits. Okay. The idea is not to kill Grinaldo with Renzo. That way everything dies together. Okay. Boost is 30 hertz on square. Nope. The boost is within my muscles. Although, like, I'm super rusty on mashing. But 152 is good. Oh, even more. Dude, 169? Legit. Dirty Raldos, man. Huge. Huge. Right, good. All right. Let's rock it. Good. Balam, menu's quite similar if you have the power rest used or not, so just include the changes to menu. Zalm plays selfie and also add strength 40. Great before shop. Okay. Crossed my mind that my save states are going in the wrong direction, so let's resolve that. So I want F1 to be F10. Why is my F10 and 16? Okay, so F1, I want to be F10. That's Quiz's card. F2. Hello? What? Wait. What happened to all my what happened to my save states? Why are they all the same? What? Huh? What button is messing my stuff up? This is really bad. I've lost... Well, I say really bad. It's not. It's fine. Because I've got all the stuff. But like, why is it messing my stuff? Undo load state? Ugh. And I only have this one save state. This is now all my slots are this. Why is that? Why did it do that? Like, if I go hotkeys, like, yeah, load state 1, F1, shift F1. Alright, well, I guess we've got one save state then. Cool. At least it's like where we are. Like, I guess that's better than having to go crazy far back. S, it's our first seed mission. Wait, when do we do Diablos? Laguna Dream 1. What? During Laguna Dream 1? Ward limit times 2 with Paris Kairos limit 2. Oh. 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 Crazy, no? I would never have thought to do Diablos as Laguna, Ward, and Kairos. That's super cool. What does it mean, though? Okay. Switch Squall to Selfie. Squall to Quiz this. Ice Magic Refine. Wiz Stones. Blizzaga. Squall. Card Mod. Ifrit. Quiz this. Zal. Caterchipper. Whoa! Crazy. Magic. Squall. Blizzagas. The Selfie Water. Zal. We don't have Paris. Item. Spiderweb. Quiz this. Hyperwrist Quets. And a Frit. Junction. Selfie. Strength 60. Squall. Strength 60. Auto attack. This is super weird. I also didn't know you could get Paris. Like, who gives what? Where's the Paris drop? Oh, Exatom. What's your Paris drop? Super rad. What's up, LeVar? How's it going? This is crazy though. Like, my brain is just like completely fried. Wait a minute. What? Selling the elixir? What is this game? Elemental attack times 3. All right, game, if you say so. Tents, okay. Good old-fashioned stuff. We've done that in the past. 21 shotgun ammo, classic. Haven't done that in a long time. All good. FF7 piano and Rainvid. Love that stuff. That's the chill. Right, so if I shift F1. What? No, what? 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 Okay, my F keys are busted? What do I do? Maybe I can manually do it, but like, why is this happening? Man, this is it. Okay, well, fine. Really weird, though. Like, what else could it be? Like, if I do Shift F1. Oh, of course it works. Of course it works now. Why would it not work now? Whatever. Whatever, video game. You win. Yeah, all right. It's pretty warm. It was fairly quiet. A couple of bits of info, a couple of meetings, a couple of lessons. Nothing too strange or startling. Got an insight into how we're going to be prepping for the show, which was interesting. Hello? Am I like too close? Great, interesting. Which is super weird for me. Look. Because it's not at all how I would normally prep for a show. But some of the things I kind of get. So this is like next year school production. So what quite a lot of schools will do is they'll put on a show, and it'll be on different times of year depending on what the school either prioritizes or prefers, maybe. So so for me, I like to do shows before Christmas. So how I generally, so the thing is, so if you do your show at the beginning of the year, then you get access to all the current students. But generally what you'll find will happen is that new students won't get as much of a chance to get a role because they're new or they're not confident or don't audition or aren't sure, and you've already cast your roles beforehand. So when you do an early show, what you typically do is do your auditions and casting before the end of the current year, and you maybe start rehearsals summertime. So let's say maybe June. I couldn't see where the steps were and couldn't count. Hang on, I need a second to do the steps here. So then, yeah, get like you've already got your cast, which means new students to the school in the new year don't really get a a chance often, but you do get access to the oldest students, which sometimes will be your best performers and be the best in role. This is the model that I prefer. Other schools will do it in Easter time before all the exam stuff, which means they start at the beginning of the year and they finish everything just before exam season. So that's cool because you kind of get the best of both worlds, and that you get access to pretty much everyone student-wise that you would want for the show. But it does mean that you're pushing things really close to exam season, and that can be pretty stressy for some people. The other option that some schools will do is they'll do it right at the end of the year, and then you've got as much of the year as you want, but you don't get your exam students because they'll be doing exams at that point or have left the school. So it gives you the most amount of time, but it means that you get the new students, but you don't get any of your oldest students. And I don't like that model. And my order would actually be like in order of preferences. Show before Christmas. So you start summer of the year before, practice September through to Christmas. The show's done. And then you can just do like normal shows after that, like not a massive production with a whole bunch of people. And that doesn't go in the exam season of the coursework or moderation, and it doesn't go into the exams at the end of the year. Great. Middle one, you get everyone, so you could potentially get the best cast of your entire potential, but probably the most stressful. And then the last one I don't like at all because you don't get your best students. Same with like when you do like a sports day at the end of the year and you don't have any of your highest year group because they've already left for exams and stuff. So. But each of their own. All right, I need an audio cue here. So I need to hear the footsteps. But yeah, so and then I instantly goof my movement. Huge, great job, me. That's exactly why, for whatever reason, sports days pretty much without fail happen in the summer term. Oh, so you would do exclamation mark answer space and then answer and naturally Kafka. Okay, so we're doing 2 limits with Ward. How much does Massive Anchor do? This is going to be really weird. I've never done this. This is the coolest thing ever. 3,000. Okay. Naturally, he gets walloped. Huge 50 damage. I think 2K is practically 3K. You know what I mean? What is 2,000 if not almost 3,000? Okay, well, I wasn't quite expecting to game over there. But there you have him. Yeah, it's Diabolos in this game. Pretty cool. That's amazing. I would never have thought to do this. Is there a reason not to do this in any percent? Like, hang on, I need to know. I'm going on speedrun.com. Like, like two-shotting... Two-shotting Diablos. With Ward. Like, because the thing is, like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, why do we fight Diablos early? There's not a reason to. Like, it's like the risky Diablo strat is to use selfies slots. Which, by the way, if people don't know already, there's a calculator for slots now. Not just like manip. There's a calculator. It's not a table. Not like, oh, let's go down the level 8 table and track what it tell. Oh, let me show you this. Let me show you this. I saw this and I was just like, people have gone too far. That's what we've established. Is people have gone too far. Right, I'm gonna see what Sayo did because he's got second place. Now his says Diablo's train entry, so I have to he does do it. So what do we get? So in any percent, you learn strength 20 and you learn life magic refine. Because of the AP. I wonder if you get AP as... But they still have the same equips, right? Or do we need to equip? They're still getting abilities. Maybe it's not quicker in any percent. Or this could be something that, like, Waves came up with when rooting all bosses. I was like, I wonder if you... do that. Right, I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Selfie slots manip. Check this out. I don't think it is because with like you do it literally right before and then you go to the shop and you sell an elixir to get money. If you do early quiz this card, but you already have 2 elixirs, and it's not because of the elixirs. And if you get the AP, I get the feeling this is something that was maybe just not considered. So this is how it works. So you choose your category. So you're doing any percent. Really important. So in order for your max HP to be 482, you obviously need to not have spells on your HP. I think you also you'll have to be under a certain level as well. Then you just type in, so let's say your current HP is 100. And then you put your first spell. Now, it's important to know that Kaival did this, so it is in French. Which is great. No problem. So let's say your spell is water. The website then crashes. So cool. Let's refresh. No? Oh. Hello? Oh. No. Okay. Right. So, okay. So, any percent. Let's say your health's 50. And then your first spell is water. So, you get water 1. The brackets is like how many casts, which is what it will show you in the game. So, where were we? Oh, maybe it hadn't loaded the spell list. Maybe water 1 is impossible at 50 hit points. Right. So, let's say you've got Asuna 2. There you go. So, you can... No, I don't understand what this means. My assumption is that do-over is skip. You're skipping spells. And skip turn... I'm guessing, but I haven't tested and I don't know. Would be like you would... have selfie, like the limit start 4 times and then it would be the end. Don't really know. It's something I don't really understand how it works. Yeah, but the information's there. Read me? Oh, nope. Okay, cool. Oh, I think this is just for... I don't know, it is the... Well, anyway. It exists! I think that's rad. Like, for, you know, you get, like, first you get Zal card minute. And people are like, what? You've created like a Ruby script or whatever it is. I can't remember. And like, you can get Zal every time. And then you're like, oh, wait, you're telling me I can manipulate my final party by pressing or holding a direction on the D-pad and tracking Squall's movements? Yeah. Like, sure. Like, FF8, I think FF8 might have the coolest manipulations of the Final Fantasy runs. Like, you've got pole skip or whatever. I don't know if it's called pole skip, but like Caraway code manip. You've got final party manip, Zelcarp manip, fish fins manip, the end manip. I mean, come on. Like, what are you serious? Are you for real? Like, what does FF9 have? Puck skip. Cool. Really cool. You know, FF7's got some cool stuff. If FF7 might be the coolest in terms of being busted. Oh, you're right. Chocobo Mountain skip. The best. So, you know, like, but like FF7's got disc 1 skip. So that's like huge. FF8's got all these just really rad manips. Not like super crazy skips or like sequence breaks and stuff. It's got some of that, but like small cute ones. Not crazy ones. 9 super simple. 10, like it, you know, when you got Glasgow skip that then became Mushroom Rock Road skip. That's super rad. It's not disc 2 skip or disc 1 skip, but like it's still super rad. And then the early games are just completely broken. Like, at least with Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10, you're pretty much playing Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know, there are ways to play like all the original 6, where you're not really playing Final Fantasy. You're like the cartridge is in the console, but you're not really playing that game. Which is super cool. Hello? Please talk to me. Julia, please. Some of them are just wild. Some of them are super normal. But yeah, like, you know, Japanese Star Percent in 1, Credit Warp in 2, Credit Warp in 3. 4, I actually don't know. I think 4 actually, I mean, like, you've got, like, Credit Warp in 4. It's still a good chunk of the game. It is, like, half the game. So maybe 4 is not, like, egregious and, like, super bad. 5, okay. 5's, like... 5 is just play the game well. The skips are cool, but 5 is pretty much just play the game well. You're doing a lot of exploits and you know, a couple of dupes here and there. Just a cheeky little dupe here and there. Yeah, and then 6, there are things that you know, there are things you can do in 6 that very much make it not Final Fantasy 6. Walking. Christopher walking. I messed up. The no skip. The sieve. Nope. The sieve. Wait, what's my camera angle? My camera angle? My camera movement. The sieve. Oh, remember when Renoa skip used to be this? Rubbing shoulders against Ward for 5 minutes. EZ. Well, let's actually do it right. What did I do wrong? It's all about like letting go of, like when you let go of walking to run. That's what I will have done wrong. Also, I haven't done like any of these skips in like a year. Other than that. All right, so walk up and to the right, walk up, walk left. Then engage the analog stick. Let go of the D-pad. Let go of walk. Okay, am I doing it wrong? I feel like this is right though. Like, it feels right, which must mean it's right, you know? Oh, never mind. You engage the analog stick before letting go of the D-pad and... Okay, what was I doing wrong, though? So, upright, up, left. I think I let go of left on the D-pad and then pushed the analog stick, which didn't get me inside him. Whereas what you do is you go upright on D-pad, up D-pad, left, while holding left and walking. Engage the analog stick. Let go of... I don't know. What does even engage the analog stick mean? I mean, shove your analog stick into Ward. Strange. Maybe I will look it up. Like, what? What am I doing wrong, man? Okay. Yep. Nope. Why am I not going into your shoulder? Man, I'm so confused. Like, you know, you're like, oh, I must be doing this wrong or whatever. And it's like, oh, and then you figure it out. And then it's like, nope, back to back wrong. Okay, what if I, like, get the dialogue as well? What? Okay. I'm really annoyed that I got it, and then I know I can't do it. Do I just need to, like, move more left? Okay. Maybe my D-pad move, or my analog movement's probably just bad. So I hold left, and then if I just, like, left on the analog stick, and then, like, bump in. Okay, that'll do. Right, good to know. Well done. Well figured out. Yeah, 6 has got a suit, and they're really fun as well, and they're, like, they break different aspects of the game, which is great. It's not just like, oh, here's a big skip and then you play. There's some real nuance to it that I love. Hello there. I would like to explore your wares. Oh, so warm. Okay. Enter train codes all 3 first time, second time it's 2, then 3. Say so. I believe. Fake scary. Easy every time. Spider walk. Oh, man. My back is jacked up. So we do 2 and then 3. Sweet. Whoa! The red boy just came for me. Holy F. Oh. That was bamboozling. All right. Oops. Frit. Auto. Item. 2060. Squall the selfie. HP. Ifrit. Strength 40. Diablo's time magnifying. This is always super weird. Only in so much as menus are weird. It's all good. Oh, how do we kill Garo Garo? Do we do the same? She doesn't have magic. He doesn't have magic. How do I kill Garo Garo? What's the strat? I'm guessing you hit him with Squall because we've got damage. Well, Elixir the second phase, but phase 1 normally you use Blizzaga. Yeah, you just hit him with Squall. And then Elixir. Sweet. Like, hit with Squall. My favorite. Because we've got Strength 20, Strength 60. We've got Waters and all that. I don't even know what spell we've got, whether it's Water or Blizzaga we're using. But either way, like, we got the damage. Cool. Well, that's fine. I'm sure I will have no issues with deciphering what all the other battle strats will be. Move find. Do you really not want to set anything for whatever her name is? Oh, I set move find. Oh, do we move? Never mind. I'm just gonna follow the notes because I have to assume that they know what they're doing because I sure don't. McDonald's was better. Like, okay, well, okay. In terms of, like, do you mean flavor or price and stuff like that? Like portion size and stuff. Like the thing that's really difficult. And there's this thing, which is McDonald's job isn't to be great. It's to be not bad. Or like more of that than the other. Like if you want a really high quality meal, you don't go to McDonald's. If you want like a very robust, substantial meal, blah, blah, blah. Right? You don't go to McDonald's. But if you want a consistent and reliable meal that's going to be fine to good, that you'll enjoy, McDonald's is a great shout. I mean, maybe things are way worse than the olden days. But yeah, like some places are super good and convenient and all that. I dare say not all. But generally, I get out of sorry, I need to be stepping it. I would say I get when I go to McDonald's, I get out of it what I want. gonna check the encounters here just to see. I always get curious about the encounters in this place. Yeah. So we want the encounter basically at the stairs. Ooh, we do definitely want the encounter before here, though. Ooh, okay, that's actually tough. Right. So maybe I want to play it safer with, like, getting the encounter, I guess? Cool. And we're already on the next screen, right? There you go. All right, we're talking. Okay, cool. I don't know if your encounter order changes if you get it before or after this fight, but I don't know. I ain't risking it. Not that I even know if you can. All right. Well card. Okay, pub, second option. Normal stuff here, I'm pretty sure. Ah, no fighting in my pub. The Witch's Sabbath, etc., etc. 4 TV station, first option, second option. I forgive you. Da 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 da. 2-minute 20 break my backside. No, though. Warm and burny. Does anyone know how long it takes sunburn to wear off? Or is it, does it even, how does sunburn go away? So I've like cooked my skin and now it's cooling down. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I've got this. And like, and that. So I got burnt on Tuesday, but like it obviously manifested on Wednesday. Okay. Like Dream 2. Kill Ward in the first encounter. We need to keep Selphie under level 10. True. True. Well, the thing is, Dalet's fine when you go there, like, for the first time in the invasion, whatever. But whenever you go there later on, you're like, wait a minute, there are like 6 different parts of Dalet, and they connect in different ways? What is this? Yeah, it's a wild ride to go to some of the towns that you go to normally. And then, yeah, go back later. But it does have Car Queen. And it does have a good upgrade shop. Weapon upgrade shop, if I remember. From the casual years. Booyah! Oh. Oh. Incredible movement on the path. Not a single dirt tile touched. They don't know how to do diagonal movement. There's a thing you can do. I think you like hold up left. And then, or like you do diagonal D-pad while holding the camera and it makes you move faster. Don't know if anyone knows about that. But there is like, yeah, diagonal world map movement is faster. I don't know how to do it. I guess the other one is, have any of you seen Laguna Dream 2 Skip? Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to do it on PlayStation console. But yeah. I don't know, like, I don't know if anyone knows if it's like HD only or whatever, but it is cool. Our boy's a babe. I mean, there might be stuff. I'd have to look in the Discord and see if anyone's sad about it, because I've only seen like one video of it. Right. Time for some steps. Ooh, Zero, thanks for the raid, man. Hard to hear steps. I think it was 7. Thing is, part of me wants to ask, like, where have you got up to in Rebirth now? But because I haven't played it, part of me doesn't want to ask it. Yeah, but we've got a race coming up in a week's time. I'll do it after. I'll tell you what we'll do, right? After FF Fortnite, I'll do a casual playthrough of Rebirth. Because, like, we've got, like, the serious speedrun event of the summer done. And then we can have a bit of chill, a bit of fun. With some Final Fantasy. And then we need to get prep started for the New Year's marathon. So as far as big things for New Year's marathon, FF6, FF7, FF11. Don't think any of the other games have got big updates. So like FF6 has got the new skip. FF7 has got Disc 1 skip. FF11 has got a new route. But honestly, there are probably other things as well. Like, it would not surprise me if other runs have been updated. The only nice thing that does tend to happen pretty reliably. Oh, another expansion. Man, why do games keep getting new content? But the one thing that is generally quite reliable is the early games don't usually change. So definitely like 1 through 5, the routing for 1 through 5, I feel like none of those have had a new route. In like, let's go out there. 5 years. So I reckon our best shot is, let's get out of Galbadia and then we can start the weekend at Delling City. I saw that. So like, there was a really like, I don't want to say bad example of this, but there was one where I'd seen, and it was like, if you could live in any video game world, what would it be? And someone's like, Skyrim, and you're like, Skyrim's awful. Like, the world of Skyrim is awesome, and people love Skyrim, and people have been playing it for like 15 years straight and still enjoy it. That doesn't mean it's a world you want to live in. Like, I don't even know if the royalty in Skyrim have a good life. So anyway, Midgar would be really interesting. So the thing is, though, like, so the difference here is that your question is if you were to experience a world for a day, that does significantly change it. So, like, going to Midgar for a day would be a hell of an experience, and it would not be a good one, I don't think, but it would be really, like, powerful as an experience. Like, not just, like, fun. You know, if you go to Gold Saucer, that'd be pretty rad. Take your pick of which. But if you're going for a day, like Temple of the Ancients, like those iconic, like, places from, like, childhood games, I reckon that could be really cool. Irvine Squalzel. Irvine to selfie. And then I'm going to do the menu after. So I am going to do the hard reset here. Ooh. And then do the menu in Delling so that I get the steps. I just like that. It's nice. And there's no reason not to. Like, you don't get any benefit from doing the menu earlier, and then this way you get to save steps. Just means that you have to wait until you get paid because we don't have enough money to afford the train. So right now I've got... Oh, wait, no, I do because of... Why do I have this much money? Oh, because we sold the triple elemental attack instead of the one elixir? Probably something like that there. Yeah, probably something like that. But anyway, yeah, so... let's have a think. So, like, Pokemon was, like, the first game I played, or one of the first games I played. Certainly one of the first games that had a story in it. Would I want to go to a Pokemon world? Probably not. I don't think there's anything I'd really want to see in Pokemon. Then it was like Ridge Racer. I remember playing a lot of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on PlayStation 1. Trying to think of like the worlds that I've been like, wow. Maybe PC games. Diablo 2, definitely wouldn't want to go anywhere there. Oh my gosh. Lavari just got flagged for saying mofo. So, but like, so places that I think are actual, like properly good shouts. Final Fantasy 12, Mount Baromesis, I think that would be crazy. Like Final Fantasy 13, the Onomasa or whatever, like the big plains area in chapter 11, that would be insane. So like places like that, whoa, I think would actually be like properly crazy because they're just inhumanly big and where you as a human character actually go. Like, so that's pretty wild. Whereas in like the human world, you wouldn't be able to go somewhere that big with monsters and stuff. So maybe some of like, and things like Camlands in, oops, I did it wrong. FF10, something like that. So maybe something like that. Oh man, yeah. Oh, 15's got some crazy scenery, man. Or like the first, is it the first zoo? Like at the first like pit stop or whatever, before you go to the beach. Like, that's a pretty crazy thing. Imagine seeing that up close. Yo-ho-ho. And thank you for 53 months, Sock Monk. Doing well. Certainly doing well now. Thank you very much indeed. How have you been? All right. So let's start the festivities, and then we'll call for tonight. So we'll get to the cutscene with the Iguions. In the first shift. Nice. No nights. Well, I got summer holidays start next Friday. So that will maybe, yeah, cool things off a bit. Alright. But if you want to see a Marlboro, like, I think the Marlboros in 16 are pretty cool. Marlboro in 15 is pretty rad as well, the boss fight. Like, that's the thing, in like 15, 16, they're like big fights, and the others are just normal enemies. Big. So yeah, maybe like the FF15 or 16 Marlboros would be my shout. What is this? Like Jim Carrey and the Rhinoceros and Ace Ventura. Oh, no selfie skip. Oh, I got selfie skip. My movement was so bad, and I still got selfie skip. Yes. So I should be on. I'm skipping 9, so I'll be on 10. Probably Sunday, and then hopefully that'll only take like a. Well, hopefully not long. So then I would like to think middle of next week I'll be on 12. So this is FF bot designed by El Body. So it's an idle bot where you basically just play through the campaign of originally just Final Fantasy 9. It's now got Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 7. It's got a ton of characters. Oh, I mean, just exclamation mark FF bot actually is the answer. Because it's got way more information than what I can explain just speaking. Nemesis for 10, yeah. Although I did have, like, in my mind, I was like, oh. Because, like, I've been, like, trying to default to, like, all bosses as the mentality mindset rather than, like, a big category. Yeah, I mean, no worries at all, Zero. Like, I will work with what I've got. The main one really is I really need to update my Nemesis notes because they're so bad and they're so old. But also for FF13, I haven't got a set of new notes. For 13. So I do need to do that. And then the rest is okay. Like, because I reckon this time, early game, I should have a much better shot. Of keeping up, because I've now rooted 1 through 4 all bosses and 6 all bosses. So I think my times will be much closer. And then hopefully I gain in 7, 8, 9. And then you'll gain in 12, 13. I don't really know. I suspect your 13 will also be faster. By how much, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know how much you've been putting into 13 plat% since last year. 15, we still need to figure out what the deal is, but I have historically a slight edge on 15. And then 16, I know you're much better at now. So we'll see. Again, I think it will be a case of, 12 will be the decider. If I'm not 10 hours ahead by FF12, then I think you'll be ahead in 12. What I really should do long term is actually get really good at Order of Ambrosia. That is the huge, elephant in the room. So maybe I do that. Maybe I'll learn OOA properly over the holidays, over summer holidays. And then submit it for something. What? L Magic Refine Kurigas to Squall and Irvine. Does that mean tenths into Kurigas? It must do. That's what we always do here. But I think that's the right thing. Because if you and I want to actually have a race of any sort of substance, like if we did 12 any %, sure, I can be 2 hours slower than you and then be faster in other games and categories. That's fine. But because OOA is what it is, like, I just bleed so much. And I think, it's awesome. And I still stand by that. Last year was so much fun, and I absolutely loved it. And I feel like people really enjoyed it. So it wasn't like, oh, well, now rip the event now that we're at 12. Zell, Irvine, Squall. This is a weird order to do things in. But whatever. But yeah, that will, I think, will have a big impact. If I get better. Not even, like, I don't need to get like a 24-hour time or whatever. Like, I could get a 26 or 27 maybe. Yeah, no, that's 26, 25. Yeah. Allzel, and then Irvine Allzel. Oh, I know why it's this, because my party order is different because I'm doing the menu at a different point. All good. All right. Done. After Renoa, done. Iguions. Cool. But yeah, I think that's just a good idea. So I'll get on that. 13 plat would be really fun to do, like, to get really good at as well. I actually really enjoyed it. And as far as like completion categories go, and like biggies, like that was actually really fun to do, especially after when I did 13 all missions and didn't really have a great time with it. Maybe I need to give all missions another chance. But yeah, I just, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, like, there must be a reason why I didn't enjoy all missions. It seems odd that I wouldn't enjoy all missions, but would really enjoy plat %. Oh man, Witcher World, that would be interesting. Like, when we get into like anything like ancient Greece or Rome, I don't know about that. I mean, it could, like, I guess one of the big differences between all missions and plat % is the difficulty. So all missions is just much tighter than, oops, I'm just going in and out of the same screen. All missions is much tighter than plat %. Yo, what's up, Draw? How's it going? Good to see you. All right, so draw, carbuncle, on attack. Nice. Oh, I just, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I would, yeah. I mean, like, that's generally how 13 tends to go that way. It's really cool. Like, when people reroute 13, it's optimizations. It's okay. What less do we need? Or how do I get by with less money? or how do I skip this item, or how do we get this later and still beat this earlier fight. 13's such a satisfying game. Like, it really is. Yeah. I think the only thing about, like, the previous thing with the OOA notes was, like, the map thing. No, I don't know if that's just more of a me or, like, new to the run or not experienced or whatever. Because you know the way it's like, it's kind of like there are bits in the notes that are like, okay, now you mop up some things that you haven't got before, which is interesting. And, like, because you don't normally have to, like, fill out a map in most speed runs, it's not something, like, I'm used to. Man, yeah. How can we protect our no pre-rolls, man? But the other thing as well is, like, I think the last time I did OOA, the only thing that I didn't have in the Sky Pirates Den was map completion, which is huge. Because the first time I did OOA, I think I missed, like, 4. Like, yeah, I think I missed, like, 4 things on Sky Pirates Den. Wasn't great. No need. No need for that in 12. Yeah, like the main thing, I think, is just the amount of manips that you do in 12. Like, there's so many cure manips, there's so many chest manips, there's so many weather manips, all that kind of stuff. Like, it really adds up, and just having all that is really useful. And obviously, you're now at a point 0, and I'm sure many others are, where there are things you don't need to manip because you now have it rooted in based on IGT or whatever, that you will be in the places when you want to be in those places. Whereas I could be anywhere at any time. So yeah. 2 round? Nice. Nope, not nice. Sad. Oh, I guess I didn't trigger. My bad. All good though. But yeah, that is just one of those ones where, like, you know, how do you accommodate the game and the route around things where you should be somewhere at a certain time? Like in Final Fantasy 11, there's one where, like, you have to get a drop from an enemy that only comes out at a certain time of day. IGT. So, you know, as the run goes on, I've put a checkpoint where I'm like, oh, okay, if it's this time at this mission, I go and I get the thing so I can get the drops. And if it's earlier or daytime, I'll go and do another bit of the run and then do it afterwards. But yeah. And then the really cool thing about 12 is, like, you can just manipulate that problem away. Very, very cool. All right. Here we go. Windhill. Woo. Good. Save. Boop. I guess I'll save on slot 2 as well because I don't really know what's going on with my save states right now. Okay, cool. Right. So we're going to call it there for today. So I'll be tomorrow off to get my life in order and sort stuff going into the weekend. Back on Saturday, Sunday. The goal will be to try and get this and as much of 10 done as possible leading into next week, so I can be as ready as possible, because the festivities are coming up in the very near future. All right, so let's have a check and see what's going down. I see that Kingdom Hearts is at 72% from the 50k. League's already met somehow, so that must have been rigged. But is all good. Okay, where are we going? Right, Elbod is sleeping. I am going to confirm that. Elbod is sleeping, wake in 9 hours. All right, let's go. It's Raid Huds. I think he might also be near the end of the stream, but it's fine. We'll get it in. I know Huds is like big on like raid messages and stuff. I don't know if we want to do that. It's not really a thing that I've like tried to like insisted or popularized on. I think we'll just should we just style it out? Just cha real smooth. I think if I send a link of the cha real smooth, I might get in trouble. Yeah, I think we'll just style it out. It'll be great. No one has to know. It'll be smooth. Smooth as butter. Silky smooth, like silk wrapped in steel. Yeah. All right. Well, have a lovely evening. Enjoy your Thursdays, my dudes. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all on Saturday, hopefully bright and early. And then we'll crack on with a wee bit of Final Fantasy VIII. Have a good day. I will see you later. All the best. Take it easy. See you later. Bye-bye.